But we start off at the White House with Kevin Corke and the first words from President Trump on the sexual harassment revelations that are rocking political Washington. Good evening, Kevin.
And good evening to you, Brett. We've been waiting for quite some time for President Trump to weigh in on the controversy involving the Republican Senate candidate down in the state of Alabama. As you pointed out today, he finally did, although he didn't have what we, I guess, would call a ringing endorsement, shall we say.
He totally denies it. He says it didn't happen. And, you know, you have to listen to him also. You're talking about, he said 40 years ago this did not happen.
In making his first public comment since the scandal broke involving the Alabama Republican senatorial candidate, President Trump today refused to endorse Judge Roy Moore. But he didn't call for him to withdraw from the race either.
Roy Moore denies it. And by the way, he gives a total denial. And I do have to say, 40 years is a long time. He's run 8 races, and this has never come up. So 40 years is a long time.
Moore has been accused of inappropriate contact with a minor nearly 4 decades ago, a charge he has repeatedly and strongly denied. The president's comments coming just ahead of his holiday vacation in Florida.
We had a great call with President Putin.
That call, the latest reflection of the administration's desire to thaw relations with Moscow, something the president has made clear is his preference. From his recent trip to Asia,
I think it's very important to get along with Russia. I feel that having Russia in a friendly posture as opposed to always fighting with them is an asset.
I think that can make a big difference.
To the campaign trail before taking office.
I hope that we get along great with Putin, because it would be great to have Russia with a good relationship.
A theme continued in this morning's conversation between the two leaders.
We're talking about peace in Syria, very important. We're talking about North Korea. We had a call that lasted almost an hour and a half.
Who, in addition to vowing to peacefully resolve the Syrian civil war, agreed on the importance of fighting terrorism together, said they hope to implement a lasting peace in Ukraine and to increase international pressure on North Korea. This on a day when the Russian leader met for nearly 3 hours with Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in Sochi.
The most important question, of course, is what will happen after the defeat of the terrorists in terms of a peaceful political settlement.
We hope that Russia will succeed in achieving what it has been saying from the very beginning of the crisis, which is not allowing foreign intervention in any political matter in Syria.
The crisis will also be the focus of trilateral talks beginning tomorrow with the presidents of Russia, Iran, and Turkey. In case you're wondering, Brett, we also heard from the president on Roy Moore and maybe endorsing him or maybe even campaigning for him. The president was asked before he left for Florida if he might do that ahead of that election, which is coming up, as you know, on December 12th. The president didn't commit. He said he'd have more to say about that next week. Brett?
Kevin Corke live on the North Lawn. Kevin, thank you.